Okay, so today's lesson is 6.7, simple interest. The definition of interest. So simple interest, you would use more in going to the bank, or if you use your credit card, they don't use simple interest, but it's similar to simple interest. So an interest is an amount that is collected or paid for the use of money. So the bank uses interest, or anytime you borrow money from any other place, you might have to pay interest. A simple interest is money paid only on the principal. When we talk about principal, it's how much money you actually borrowed. Okay, so principal is the amount of money deposited or borrowed. So this is a formula that you have to use. I is equal to PRT. Very important that you memorize this formula. It is important that you memorize it. Now I stands for interest. P stands for principal. R stands for rate. And T stands for time. Okay, so principal is how much money did you borrow or put in, at what rate or what percent are they going to pay you, or do you have to pay the bank, and how long are you borrowing the money, or how long have you kept the money in the bank. And this is going to tell you how much interest you're going to accumulate in your account. So looking at the direction, it says find each missing value. So I is equal to, we don't know, this is your X. P, principal, is $225, so that means that you put in, let's say, $225 in the bank. The bank is going to give you 3% interest for 2 years. So here's your formula. I, we don't know, so you keep it as I is equal to, then it's 225 times 3% times 2. So you're just multiplying all of these. Now you have to convert your percent to decimal. So really it says I is equal to 225 times 0.03 times 2. Now here's the thing. You can multiply any of these in any order. I'm going to multiply this and this together because my answer is going to be I is equal to 225 times 0.06. Now I'm going to multiply this by 0.06. So that's 30, carry the 3. 6 times 2 is 12, 13, 14, 15. Carry the 1. 12 is 13. There is no decimal doesn't move here. Decimal moves twice, so I can move total twice. So the interest is equal to $13.50. In 2 years, you're going to have an extra $13.50 in your account. Let's look at problem number 2. Problem number 2 is slightly different, but not too much. They give you the I, we're missing the rate. So here's your formula. You replace your variable. So here's your formula. I is equal to P times R times T. Replace your variable with the numbers that they give you. So 3,000 is equal to 1,000 times R times 5. Okay, you're going to do everything on the right side that you can. So 1,000 times 5. So 3,000 is equal to 5,000 R. Well, now you should know how do you get your variable alone. You divide by 5,000. Okay, this cancels out. I'm going to cancel all my zeros, so I'm left with 3/5. So R is equal to 3/5, but we got to find that in percent. So now you have to divide 3 and 5. 5 goes into 3, it does not. Add your 0. 5 goes into 30 6 times, which is 30, and 0. Okay, that's your decimal, but to get percent, you move the decimal over 2 places to the right, and the answer is 60%. So the interest rate is 60%. All right, Try number 3 on your own, and when you're ready, go ahead and push play. So you should have written the formula. I is equal to P times R times T. Replace your variable with numbers that you know. We don't know what I is. P is 575 times 0.8, times 8% times 3. Now you got to convert your 8% to decimal. So I is equal to 575 times 0.08 times 3. I'm going to multiply my 8 and 0.08 times 3. So as I is equal to 575 times 0.24. So now I'm going to multiply 575 times 0.24. And I'm going to get the answer. It's 20, carry the 2 is 28, 29, 30, carry the 3 is 23. Add my 0 is 10, carry the 1 is 14, 15, carry the 1 is 10 is 11. Add them up, and I get 0.0831. The decimal, there's none here, there's twice, so move the decimal over here. So my interest is going to be $138 in 3 years.